Okay, so I'm doing a voiceover because I'm gonna tell you about my course a little bit. I'll explain after this clip. I will explain to you why I didn't canter and different things about this, but you'll get that later because I tried to do it in here and there's just not enough time. So I'm just gonna tell you about the jumps. So the course had 12 jumps in all, and our first little jump was this hay bale, and then after the hay bale you canter out a little bit, and then you had to go down a hill, and then you go down to the right and then up, and then once you come up the little hill down there, you go right over a jump, and then there is 12 strides in between the second fence and the third fence. So we're coming up to the second fence, and then there's three jumps, and they're both bending lines. So here's the first bending line, and then here's the second bending line, which I could have continued cantering to, but I made the last minute decision to trot over it. After here, he just broke because I started posting and I didn't ask him to continue moving forward, but I could have cantered a little bit longer. Then we go up the diagonal, which was the watermelon jump to the pink jump, and I canter. This was supposed to be 6 strides, and I get 8. He had a little bit of a smaller stride. He's only like 15 hands, so he doesn't qualify as pony, but he's a little bit tinier of a stride. So then we come back down to the in and out, and this you could get in 3 if you really pushed, but he just went at a 4. And then after that we go around to a little log jump. This jump, it's just a log. Earlier it was a vertical with the log under it, but instead of making it a cross rail, they were like, oh, let's just leave the log in between the 2 standards. A little bit of a natural jump. So that's what we did. They actually had someone taking pictures, so I don't know when I'll get those pictures, but once I do, they will be on my Instagram at sidbnid_ek. Go check it out. So there we go over it. He was like, oh, whatever, this is nothing. And so then after this, we came down back to the first diagonal we did, which was the watermelon to the pink, but we were doing it backwards, and we either got to do the cross route or the log, and I went for the log, and I really just put my leg on and made him go over it, which he did beautifully. So then we go around and we go on the outside of the first, which we call Christmas jumps because it was decorated for Christmas, and then we jumped the second one, and the second one was so tiny, you'll see in a second. It was just so tiny that Petey just like trotted over it. He's like, I don't need to jump this. Like, so I did go in 2-point because over fences you 2-point, and then I gave pony pats, lots of pony pats, and he got lots of treats after this. Good boy. Peter. Peter. So I realized I never really explained what we did yesterday. What we did was basically called a hunter derby, or they're also called a hunter field. So basically you go out there and you take your horse around a course. There's 2 different rounds, the classic and the handy. We did the classic round, which is just use more space. So if you look up like hunter derby rounds, you can find it online or something. But basically, we went over a total of 12 jumps. So we had 4 natural jumps. We had 3 logs and 1 hay bale. I did 2 logs and the hay bale. I didn't do the second log because I was told that wasn't part of it anymore, but then like they said that it was, so I don't know, it was just changed throughout it, but it doesn't matter. But it was a lot of fun. I rode Petey. Petey had already been ridden twice before me, and I was his 3rd ride. And he's my trainer's horse, so she knows the horse. She knows how much he can be worked and whatnot, and she does the ultimate care for him. So I know some people don't like riding their horse more than once a day, but that's what our trainer did. So someone else rode him after me also, but he was just not very, like, normally it's like click the gas pedal and he goes. And I just wasn't pushing him because I was part of the walk trot group, which meant, the trot trot canter group, so that we trotted in and we cantered out. So I wasn't like trying to push him to get to a full canter round. But on Tuesday, I'm going to see if maybe I can do a little bit more cantering to the jumps, because I feel like I can do that now and I'm not going to completely die. Maybe I will still die. We'll find out, because I'm going to vlog on Tuesday. If I don't vlog, I'm at least going to get riding rolls. But it was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to do it again. But there's not really too much to tell you about it. When we went there, our riding instructor told us about the attire you wear, and she told us how it works. Then we learned the course, and then we walked the course, and then everybody started riding the course. So you did one round, which was the schooling round, and then you did another round, which was the final round. And during the final round, you got to pick your theme song. I did What Lovers Do by Maroon 5, and during that time, someone was taking pictures of you, and so I'm so excited to get those pictures. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm so excited. We're gonna do it Tuesday, and my one set of grandparents both sets of my grandparents want to come. The one set works late on Tuesday nights, so we might have to go and do it 3 times. We did it on Saturday, and then we're gonna do it on Tuesday, and we might have to go one more time. We'll see what happens. But I'm so excited, and it's gonna be so much fun. And I hope I ride PD. If I don't ride PD, then I'm sure it'll be just as fun. But PD, I was so excited when I found out that I was riding him. He's my best friend. I love that guy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and leave them down below. I will definitely check into them and answer them to the best of my knowledge. I'm not participating in the Hunter Derby, but there is one coming up, and a few of the girls at my barn are doing it. But maybe in the future I'll do something like that. I don't know. But I'll see you guys in my next video, and have an awesome rest of the weekend, even though it's almost over, and I will see you guys in a few days. Bye! P.S. Make sure to check out my Instagram. It's @SydBeanin_egg. You'll see lots of fun pictures. Bye!